Hey, geometry. We are in lesson 12. We are still talking about prisms and pyramids. Let's start our warm-up. So the instructions in your binder say 3 solids are shown. Draw the surfaces of each solid. I split them up so I had some room. What we're doing is taking this 3-dimensional figure and making it into a really nice 2-dimensional figure. It's called a net. So I just drew the base. Now I'm going to draw each one of the pieces. And you can cut this thing apart in in any different way. Not to scale. Okay, this really isn't the best net, but what I've taken is this 3-dimensional figure and I've flattened it out, okay, where this rectangular base is right there, and then each side of the pyramid, the rectangular pyramid, is flattened out. Cool? Let's try another one. Okay, here, I don't know, what do we want to do? I think I'm going to take this as sort of my center. I'm going to draw that rectangle like that, and then I'm going to flatten each thing out. That looks good. That's this face, the back face, and then each triangle. That looks good. Granted, again, not drawn to scale. Okay, this length and this length would have to be equal because they would marry together, right? If you had some tape. Ooh, okay, this one right here is harder because I sort of have to cut it somewhere, right? Gosh, I know I want a circle for the center, and then, I need to slice that. And then, gosh, some kind of sector. Okay, yeah, because if this were the base, which is right here, and then I glued that sector around the base, that's really bad. Man, if we were in the classroom, I'd have some hands-on things for you guys to touch and fold and tape. It'd be fantastic, but that's a pretty good net right there. Not bad. All right, now here is where we have a card sort. Obviously, we can't card sort when we are not together. The instructions say, they're right here, your teacher will give you a set of cards that show geometric solids. Sort the cards into 2 categories of your choosing. Be prepared to explain the meaning of your categories. Then sort the cards into 2 categories in a different way. Be prepared to explain the meaning of your new categories. We are just going to do it one time. Let's see, and then we're not going to do this. Okay, because I gave you a Google Doc to do this in. So you're actually going to, in the Google Doc, there are 2, 4, 6, 8 cards that you're going to drag around and pile in some fashion, and then you're going to write me a little reason as to the meaning of your categories, okay? It all says that in the Google Doc. So go to Classroom, grab the Google Doc, open it, you'll get your own copy. You'll mess around with it, you write me a few sentences, and then you're going to turn it in Classroom. I'm sorry, my kids are watching Boy Meets World or something. It's kind of loud out there. They did just finish playing Clue, which was even louder. All right, the next thing in your lesson was this building a prism from pyramids. This is what we are doing live when we are in Google Meet. Google Meet. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, so I assume we've already done this. Here are the nets that I made those shapes from. So these are called nets. If I built these, they would be triangular pyramids because the base is a triangle. And then each one of these folds up into a 3-dimensional triangular pyramid. Okay, again. Oh, not that base. This base. And then it all folds up. this base, and then it all folds up. If you see, each face of these nets are different shapes. Like this one is that. Then we have this dark color. Then we have this light color. Those are the things that we're going to sort of meet together, form together to make a prism. Because we're trying to talk about the volume of pyramids and cones, because they act the same way, right? So yeah, we're going to do this live. We probably already have by the time you watch this lesson. Here's what I made using those nets. You see each side is a different shade. And I grabbed all of these triangular pyramids and formed them together to make this. Ooh, it is a prism. What is the volume of a prism? Length times width times height, or big B times H, where big B would be the area of the base. In this case, it looks like this base is triangular. So we should actually do that. Let's just scratch that out. Volume equals big B times H. That's an H. Goodness, that is an H. Where this is your area of the base. Well, this prism is made up of 3 triangular pyramids. Well, if the volume of the prism is big B times H, this is made up of 3 triangular prisms. 3 of them. Therefore, if I take these 3 pieces apart, the volume of each triangular pyramid, right there is 1/3 of the volume of the prism. Okay, that's kind of what we're learning today and tomorrow. Well, no, today in lesson 12 and 13. I wanted to add the summary in here. Oh my goodness, my children. Pyramids and cones are different from prisms and cylinders in that they have just one base and this new vocabulary word, an apex, or a single point at which the other faces of the solid meet. Apex, apex, apex. Cones are like cylinders and prisms in that they can be oblique or right. Okay, they don't have to be centered in the middle. If a line dropped from the cone's apex at right angles to the base goes through the center of the base, then the cone is right. Okay, these are not. If you go back to the warm-up, 13 or 12.1, A and C are all right, because if I drop a line from the apex, it goes into the center of the base. Pyramids that have a clear center in their bases can also be considered right or oblique. We can use relationships between pyramids and prisms to build a formula for the volume of a pyramid. The image shows us 3 square pyramids assembled into a cube right there. We'll use similar thinking, but with triangular pyramids and prisms to create a pyramid volume formula in an upcoming lesson, lesson 13. But I sort of gave you a preview. Okay, that's all I have for this one. I'll see you for lesson 13 in a minute.